Paul, this week we've had news that David Bloxham has become the new vice chairman of the football club. How did that come about?
Well, obviously, Colin, who sadly died last year, was my vice chairman for 20 years while I was chairman, and he was at the club for 10 years before that. So hugely difficult act to follow. But I think it's important with any business that you have a vice chairman. It's somebody that I will have a particularly good relationship with, and obviously somebody who will chair meetings and take on chairman's duties if and when I'm not available to do that. It doesn't necessarily mean that David will automatically become the next chairman. That will be down to the board to elect the new chairman as and when I stand down. But so it's important we have a vice chairman, and David was the choice of the board, not just me. And he's been a fan of the club for many years. He hasn't missed the game, home or away, for many years. He loves the club with a passion. I've known him for 20 plus years, through our children and through school and wives and things, and his kids are equally passionate as my kids are, and they often come to the games too. So David will do a good job. He's obviously got a very considered mind, being a solicitor, being hugely helpful to us with his legal advice and counsel, and I think he's a perfect person to fill this role. It's not particularly onerous. I don't envisage me not being at very many meetings. I can't remember the last meeting I missed, but nevertheless it's important to have him there, and he's somebody that I will ring up as a matter of course in any event, but I think it's important to formalise that position, and the board is happy to do so.
This comes off the back of 3 new board members in the space of less than 2 weeks. Another sort of strengthening block in the board as a whole. Yeah,
it's really completed the restructure now. We can now. The board is the board now. I don't see that changing now for the foreseeable future. I think 8 is the really maximum number of directors that we want at any one time. It's a manageable number, and I think we can now move on from looking at board structures and new directors and that is just quite time consuming. A lot of due diligence goes into that, and now the new board can get down and work with Clive, looking at the budget now for next season, which we're starting to do now, and looking at hopefully increasing that commercial budget so we can increase the playing budget. So lots of challenges ahead, but let's just get our League 2 status confirmed sooner rather than later, and then we can crack on.
Fantastic, thank you, Paul.
Brilliant.